The sun rises over a lush Jurassic landscape, casting a golden hue over the ancient world. The first light of day reveals a scene that has remained unchanged for millions of years. Giant ferns and towering conifers sway in the morning breeze, their leaves rustling softly. These plants, some of the earliest giants of the plant kingdom, create a dense canopy that shelters a myriad of life forms. The air is alive with the calls of creatures big and small. From the deep roars of the mighty sauropods to the chirps of smaller reptiles, the forest is a symphony of prehistoric sounds. But these sounds are not the familiar chirps and tweets of birds. Instead, they are the calls of dinosaurs, echoing through the dense foliage. These are the calls of dinosaurs, creatures both familiar and alien. Their vocalizations range from deep, resonant bellows to high-pitched trills, each serving a unique purpose in their communication. Some are deep bellows that shake the ground, a testament to the sheer size and power of these ancient beasts. These sounds can travel for miles, a warning or a call to others of their kind. Others are high-pitched trills that echo through the trees, a more delicate sound that nonetheless carries great importance. These trills might signal a variety of messages, from mating calls to alerts of danger. Among these prehistoric giants, a different sound emerges. It is softer, more tentative, yet filled with the promise of new life. It is the soft chirp of a hatchling, newly emerged from its egg. This tiny creature, barely a few hours old, is already making its presence known in the vast ancient world. The tiny dinosaur looks around at the world with large, curious eyes. Everything is new and fascinating, from the towering trees to the distant calls of other dinosaurs. Its parents are nearby, watching over their offspring with a mixture of tenderness and vigilance. They are ever alert, knowing that danger can come from any direction in this prehistoric world. They know that the world is a dangerous place for a young dinosaur. Predators lurk in the shadows, and the environment itself can be unforgiving. They must teach their young how to survive in this world of giants. From finding food to recognizing threats, these lessons are crucial for the hatchling's survival. This is the story of dinosaur parenting, a tale written in stone and bone, but one that still resonates today. The instincts and behaviors of these ancient creatures continue to fascinate us, offering a glimpse into a world long gone but never forgotten. Dinosaurs, like all parents, faced a monumental task. They had to ensure the survival of their offspring in a world full of danger. But what did it take to raise a dinosaur? How much effort did these prehistoric parents invest in their young? The Mesozoic era, spanning millions of years, was a time of dramatic change. Continents shifted, climates fluctuated, and new predators emerged. Dinosaurs had to adapt to these changing conditions, and their parenting strategies evolved alongside them. Some dinosaurs, like modern-day reptiles, may have abandoned their eggs after laying them. Others, as evidenced by fossil discoveries, exhibited remarkable parental care, rivaling that of many modern birds. Before the demands of parenthood came the dance of courtship. This intricate dance was not just about finding a mate, but also about showcasing one's strength, vitality, and genetic superiority. The prehistoric world was a stage where every move counted, and every display had a purpose. Though we can't observe their rituals directly, fossil evidence provides tantalizing clues about how dinosaurs attracted mates. Paleontologists have uncovered fascinating details from the fossilized remains, such as bone structures and preserved footprints, that hint at the behaviors of these ancient creatures. Just like animals today, dinosaurs likely engaged in elaborate displays to win over potential partners. These displays could have included vibrant feathers, striking crests, and synchronized movements, all designed to catch the eye of a potential mate and deter rivals. Some species may have competed for mates through physical combat. These battles were not just about brute strength but also about strategy and endurance, with the victor earning the right to pass on their genes. The thickened skulls of Pachycephalosaurus suggest head-butting duels, much like modern bighorn sheep. These duels were likely intense and dramatic, with each clash echoing through the prehistoric landscape. Others may have relied on visual displays. These displays were not just about beauty, but also about signaling health and vitality, crucial factors in the selection of a mate. The flamboyant crests of hadrosaurs, such as Parasaurolophus, could have served both as visual signals and resonating chambers for amplifying calls. These calls might have been used to communicate over long distances, attracting mates and establishing territory. The discovery of fossil trackways showing parallel movements of multiple individuals hints at possible courtship dances or group displays. These synchronized movements could have been a way to demonstrate coordination and social bonds, important traits for survival and reproduction. These ancient rituals, lost to time but hinted at in the fossil record, underscore the universality of courtship and mate selection across the animal kingdom. From the smallest bird to the largest dinosaur, the drive to find a mate and ensure the continuation of one's lineage is a timeless and universal aspect of life. The discovery of dinosaur nests revolutionized our understanding of dinosaur behavior. These ancient nurseries, preserved in stone, provide a glimpse into the early lives of dinosaurs. Nests varied greatly in size and structure, reflecting the diversity of dinosaur parenting strategies. Some dinosaurs, like the long-necked sauropods, likely laid their eggs in shallow depressions in the ground. Others, such as the duck-billed hadrosaurs, created elaborate nests from vegetation and mud. Dinosaur eggs themselves came in a variety of shapes and sizes, from the round eggs of sauropods to the elongated eggs of theropods. The arrangement of eggs within a nest also varied. Some nests contained just a few eggs while others held dozens. These differences in nesting behavior suggest varying levels of parental investment. Section 5. From hatchling to hunter. Evidence of parental care. Fossil evidence provides compelling evidence that some dinosaurs exhibited extensive parental care. These fossils, often found in clusters, suggest that dinosaurs may have lived in family groups or even herds, much like some modern animals. One of the most striking examples comes from the discovery of adult dinosaurs fossilized alongside their young. This indicates that the adults stayed with their offspring for extended periods, possibly to protect and nurture them. In some cases, the adults are even preserved in protective postures, shielding their offspring from danger. This behavior is reminiscent of modern birds and mammals, which often risk their own lives to protect their young. The discovery of feeding grounds, areas where young dinosaurs were brought food, further supports the idea of parental care. These sites suggest that adult dinosaurs actively provided for their young, ensuring they had enough to eat during their vulnerable early stages of life. These findings paint a picture of dinosaurs as attentive parents, actively involved in raising their young. The level of care varied among species, but the evidence points to a complex social structure where the survival of the young was a priority. However, not all dinosaurs were created equal when it came to parenting. Some species displayed more nurturing behaviors, while others were more hands-off. Some, like the massive sauropods, likely relied on their size to deter predators, leaving their young to fend for themselves soon after hatching. These giants may have used their sheer size as a form of protection, rather than direct parental care. Others, particularly smaller herbivores and some theropods, invested heavily in protecting and nurturing their offspring. These dinosaurs likely had more complex social behaviors, ensuring that their young had the best chance of survival in a dangerous world. Section 6. A world of danger, predators and perils. Life for a young dinosaur was fraught with danger. Predators lurked around every corner, eager to capitalize on the vulnerability of the young. From agile raptors to massive tyrannosaurs, carnivorous dinosaurs posed a constant threat to hatchlings and juveniles. But predators weren't the only danger. Environmental hazards, such as floods, droughts, and volcanic eruptions, could wipe out entire populations. Disease and competition for resources also took their toll. To survive, young dinosaurs needed all the help they could get. Section 7. The price of survival, balancing risks and rewards. Dinosaurs, like all animals, faced a delicate balancing act when it came to reproduction. Investing heavily in a few offspring increased their chances of survival, but it came at a cost. Parents had to expend more energy and resources on each individual, leaving them vulnerable to exhaustion and predation themselves. On the other hand, producing numerous offspring increased the chances that at least some would survive, even if parental care was minimal. This strategy, common among reptiles today, relied on the sheer number of offspring to offset the high mortality rate. The diversity of dinosaur parenting strategies, from minimal investment to extensive care, reflects the range of solutions that evolved in response to these evolutionary pressures. Section 8. Living dinosaurs. The legacy in birds. The story of dinosaur parenting is not confined to the fossil record. Birds, the direct descendants of dinosaurs, inherited many of their ancestors' parenting behaviors. From the intricate nests of weaver birds to the protective instincts of mother hens, echoes of dinosaur parenting resonate in the avian world today. The elaborate courtship displays of birds of paradise, the tireless efforts of penguin parents to incubate their eggs, and the fierce defense mechanisms of raptors protecting their young, all have roots in the distant past. By studying birds, we gain a unique window into the lives and behaviors of their dinosaur ancestors. Section 9. Echoes of the Past. A timeless story of parenthood. As the sun sets on our Jurassic journey, we are left with a profound sense of connection to these ancient creatures. The challenges they faced, the sacrifices they made, and the love they gave their offspring resonate across the chasm of time. The story of dinosaur parenting is a powerful reminder that the bonds of family are as old as life itself. It is a story etched in stone, whispered on the wind, and carried in the hearts of every parent, human or dinosaur, who has ever loved and nurtured a child.